All right, guys, welcome back to the Art of Whiskey.
I like how you start the videos now with like a.
Yeah, I gotta clear my throat. You know the song? Let me clear my throat. And one of the things I know that we're going to do in the next 2 to 3 months is choose our first barrel, man. Now, Tim has said in many videos that we have a direct line, if you would, or access to behind the scenes whiskey blender. We're the only people who will have that access. I sit for a row with them, pleasure, literally capturing the journey, the story, and the history. So one of the things I want to help people understand is, hey, what goes into a barrel pick, man? What do you choose? How do you choose? How do you help people choose? And then what should we be looking for? And we got to get into this barrel because you wasn't here earlier. I asked Richard as well, but he said, yo, Trev, try this. It was good. Wasn't great, but it was good. Okay. And it was a rye barrel. So we got a rye and a bourbon, 2 different ideas.
No, that should be a bourbon.
Richard, is this the rye? Which one? Which rye did we get into?
The first rye today we got into was 320.
Okay, so that's the rye.
Okay.
You know, I'm off.
I got you.
That's the point, though.
The first part of a good barrel pick is knowing the barrels.
Key number 1, man. But so go ahead and open that. Give us your perspective on this. Now, Tim has a good perspective on my palate, if you would. Because of him, I become more critical. And let me give you some advice that Tim gave me. He said, you know, treat this like you cook, and basically act like you're putting good food together, because I do know how to do that. And good whiskey goes a long way. So, Tim, what is it that you look for when you're picking a barrel, and how do you guide people through their process? Because, again, when we go to Kentucky in the next few months, I'll be with you, and I'll be seeing again another.
It's much easier if I know bottles that we've produced that those people like. So if they say, man, I really like this one, and then I can, or if they have, okay, I have 10 bottles, okay, give me ones you liked, what you didn't like, why, and then it's like, okay, and that immediately puts me on, like puts my scent on what you need to try.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
And then for some weird reason I remember that. So like when we're gonna be in Kentucky trying stuff, like if we try something that like checks the box of somebody that I know like has a blanket order, like here's what we're looking for, then my mind just kind of goes there if we try something like that.
Now, let me give you context on that too, just so you understand. Guys, the job of a business is to make money and to sell. Sales cures all. Sales is the number 1 component. This is your cup, by the way. Sales is king, to say the least. So when you look at this, Tim goes, hey, we just tried 40 barrels. A few of those barrels, people I know for a fact. Oh, you want to try something, James? Oh, sure. You should have said something, bro. For a fact, Tim is going to turn around and again, not think about himself in these situations, because it is about customer experience, and even more importantly, making sure that he continues to connect good whiskey. Oh, that's enough, bro. I think it's just a couple of us. There you go. Good whiskey to good people. So even myself, I was telling them about the first time when I said, hey, this tastes like orange juice. He was like, that don't taste like no damn orange juice. And then you try it, you go, oh damn, that does taste like orange juice. Yep. And again, my brain is like, I don't think of whiskey the way they think.
And most people, at least, especially now, most people want unique barrels. Like you can provide the best, average, or like caramel vanilla forward bourbons, or just stuff that's already on the shelf, and that doesn't really sell very good anymore. Like it could be really good whiskey, like fan favorite, but people right now want unique, and we were founded on unique, so that's why we have
and you maintain it. You do a good job of maintaining that uniqueness.
Yeah, I mean, like right now I can buy as much as I want of like really good whiskey at a good price, but I'm turning down stuff that even a year ago I would be like, oh my gosh, man, this is awesome, buy as much as I can. But now it's like, man, I'm kind of holding out for the more unique barrels, and maybe that's a normal mash bill, but we find a unique lot of barrels and that's kind of the secret, and that's what we're good at. That's what the people that we bring out there are good at, and you're getting good at that too.
Yeah, and it's because of your advice. So guys, I want to be very clear. I'm going to take whiskey very serious moving forward. I looked at metrics last night. You're a metric guy? And I was like, dude, we're too close and too far at the same time, that kind of annoys me. And so when we look at it, I remember when you asked me, hey, do you want to start a Patreon? I was like, bro, these fools ain't gonna buy no whiskey for me. But that's because I didn't take the opportunity you've literally laid out in front of us. Seriously.
I think you could easily have a Patreon.
That's the look. Everything he's saying as I'm looking at today, I woke up. I said, dude, now I'm annoyed. I get annoyed with the dog thing. I'm like, now you have a problem on you because I know how to be more clear than ever, and it's because of Tim that I can provide that clarity. So I'm like, yo,
but it's almost the same thing that you tell me why you want to film like what I do, because I get so excited about certain whiskeys. And you do the same thing. I mean, you have a tell too, to where you take a sip and you're like, oh wow,
yeah.
Like, or like, man, let me get one of those, and then you're thinking about it. Then you come up the next day, let me get one more of those,
yeah.
and like, I mean, you did that with the orange juice. So,
oh yeah, it's 4 of those boogers.
Things that are unique and kind of, live in your brain rent free for a little while. Like those are the ones that have a wow factor. And anytime we're doing a barrel pick, even we had the members in here the other day, and they were doing the first member barrel pick, and I told them like, hey, I've got a lot of diversity in front of you, and all of them are very good, but we're looking for a wow factor here.
Yeah.
So and I mean, it's literally as simple as trying something and saying wow, and that's the barometer.
Yeah.
Because you don't instinctively say wow if you don't mean it, and that's what we try to do on everything we put in the glass. Like we say wow, or man, this really checks all the boxes. So
and that's kind of like the me doing this video. For a fact, I shoot a lot of good stuff because of the blendery. I'll be there when we go on our next barrel selection, and we do other things that give us this. You go, man, how did you choose the next 40, 50 barrels? Because he got to hand select them from a flavor, from a story standpoint, from other clubs who are considering being a part of the blender journey. And Tim doesn't pick bad. And big thank you to even McKinney Bourbon. I said, Duffy, step up. And it's funny is I can remember when I did the first few videos with Duffy and him kind of being annoyed with me, to the point where I was like, hey, Duffy, I need you for a video. And he spoke so clear about what you've done with MBC and how the blendery has added value to his coming in and playing with the barrel and asking Tim to guide him and be a light on that road. So for me, that means he understands, again, the growth of the blendery, what you've done for him in terms of the blender. And look, it's about
like a minute or two before that barrel goes on sale.
Ding, 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 ding. So I'm like, guys, for a fact, when he goes on the next barrel selection, I'll be there. I'll be recording and sharing. And again, I get kind of first crack, first dibs at smelling, nosing, and just enjoying the journey. So you say, what goes into a good barrel pick? Guys like Tim choosing great places to find good barrels that have good stories, and then people simply saying, wow. It's not complicated, right?
Yeah, like the nose on this one makes me say wow, but the palate doesn't. Like it's close, and it's very good whiskey, and might make some people say wow next door. But we're coming off of like a sister barrel of this 322. That one makes me say wow.
Yeah.
So now, that's my floor. So it's not going to make me say wow if it's less than that one. And we keep doing really good stuff. So now it's like my wow factor. It's getting pretty limited. So
and mine's more limited than his, because if he don't say wow, I'm not saying wow. But I've had a lot of great barrels here. And Richard put us on something the other day, and I bottled the Dalmaeus. I was like, oh, that's good. And I've had a lot of barrels, and I'm still like, I'm not bottling that. I don't want one of those. I need it to be prominent.
Yeah, because you got to think like, okay, you have access to a lot of whiskey. You have a lot of whiskey. If you're not excited to grab that bottle and share it, do you really need it? Do you really want
what's
it?
crazy is, to give you context on what he's saying, is Big James Adams came over and he said, Trevor, I want to make some cake pops. Very good at the cake pops.
Cake pops?
Exactly, but he wanted to use whiskey. I said, try this. He tried Dalmaeus, which is a bottle I grabbed and named for a buddy of mine that got jumped by a cupbearer. I said, just take this.
Oh, it was that barrel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
The cupbearer barrel.
Look at you picking good barrels.
So look, Richard shows me that. I said, Richard, I need 2 bottles and I'll pay for the third one because I get 2 a month. I said, and then James came over and I gave him the half. It's like 70% of them. I said, yo, just take this one. He said, oh, that is good. And I had Russell Stover's. I had both those there, and he liked Dalmaeus better. And he said, well, do you have any sample bottles? I go, no, just take the bottle and bring it back when you can. It's good whiskey. I was right. And he chose that one to take with me because it was such a great barrel with so much complexity and flavor and caramel, and it was just good.
Yeah,
It's that wild component.
It is good.
Guys, listen,
Great,
Keep It Whiskey, stay tuned. Again, we are going to create a Patreon. We are going to double down on whiskey. We are for sure going to be a part of the next barrel selection, barrel pick, and Tim's going to help guide us as we all get more interested or just be more intrigued by, hey, what goes into a barrel pick? Good whiskey. If it's not good whiskey, there's nothing to pick, guys. Stay tuned, Keep It Whiskey.